Okay, so this is option number 2 for our Dotcember project. The first option would be a still life, and you have a reference photo folder in Schoology that you can access to get some references. Or you can do this abstract drawing, okay? So what I've done is I've grabbed some random objects in my house. I have 2 rolls of tape here, and I'm going to trace them. You could use a ruler. You could use a pad of Post-it notes. You can even get crazy if you want. Use a pair of scissors. That's a really cool shape to trace too. Or if you have cookie cutters, really anything you have that's a simple shape to trace. And then what you're going to do is I'll show you on a fresh sheet of paper. If I can get to a fresh sheet. Here we go. Is take that object and trace it. So for this one, I'm going to do this like slightly rectangular Post-it. So I'm going to just lightly, I'm pressing a little bit harder than you should. I'm going to lightly trace this multiple times all over my composition. I'm going to let the shape overlap as well, which is going to create new shapes, right? So you want to really don't press too hard with your pencil because you want these lines to go away when you're done. And draw lightly so that you don't see them. And I also want, don't just stop at the edge of the paper. Let the object go off the edge, okay? Actually, cookie cutters will work out really well for this project. So you could totally do that. Okay, so once you're done with that, I'm going to go in and kind of clean up some of my messy little lines. I'll fix that little corner there. Okay, and now what you have is some triangles and some different little shapes within that. What you're going to do is pick one shape, not the whole rectangle you drew, the shape that's made by the intersecting lines. You're going to grab your Sharpie. You're going to pick a direction to go in. You're going to start on one side or top or bottom or whatever, and one area is going to be dark. So let's say I want to start on my left side, and I'm going to start with my dots, and that's going to be my dark side. And then I will create a gradient where it fades lighter on this side. Then in the next shape, I would do the same thing, but my gradient would go a different direction, okay? So maybe in here, actually, I'll just do this one all dark. Then I'll do light from here and dark from the top here. And you don't really have to have a plan for this. Just kind of go with the flow, whatever looks good. And it doesn't have to be dark to light. It could also be dark to light and back to dark again. It could have a fade sort of in the middle. And then fade out. And I'm obviously rushing. Okay, so if we look at my earlier example I did the rolls of tape. I did the inside part. I did the outside part. Overlapped, let things go off the edge of the paper. And then I started with my dots. And it starts to look something like this. And you'll end up with a really cool abstract work of art. Okay. So, and then also as you're working, if you're like, well, I kind of want, this is kind of a big shape. I don't really like that big of a shape. Okay. Grab your object, trace it again, or go with it if you like the bigger shape. So this side is dark, right? And it fades to the lighter down this way. So my shape next to that, I would want to put dark up here. I could put dark along the side here. I could put it in the corner here. So it's up to you. So I might start it from over here. And you want to show like a full range of value in each section. And again, you want to take your time and do this nice and neat. Okay.